Good morning, everyone. I'm Mel Jones, and alongside me today is the fabulous Ali Mitchell.
Thank you, Mel. We're just about ready to get underway. Earlier, I took a look at what we can expect from the day's conditions, and the surface looks very dusty. However, I don't think that'll play into the bowler's hands much. There should be runs in this wicket. I'll be batting first. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Great work, Ali. We're going down to the middle now. The captains are ready for the toss.
Gujarat win the toss and looks like they'll have a bat. Certainly it looks like the conditions would favour that decision. The bowlers will need to keep things very tight. Mooney will want to get off to a good start and will take on the new ball, it seems. Yastika will be at the other end.
Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Straight to the fielder.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Mooney left alone, through to the keeper. Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield. 15 runs added there. Gujarat are 15 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Yes. Nice shot.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
I don't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. Just need to keep getting the ball in the right spots and the reward will come. Great shot, at least one on offer. They'll get at least one. Finds the fielder with that shot. At the end of the over, Gujarat are 23 for none.
Another massive over of power hitting. Run rate did dip a bit though, although I don't think they'll complain much about this start. Showing that they mean business this innings, barely seem to have got going and they're hitting sixes.
Well, this match is certainly getting exciting and the crowd have joined the party. It's pretty noisy in the ground. Shot. Should be runs.
Strange decision not to run. There was probably 2 on offer.
Massive edge. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time to choose the right end, but unfortunately, they went for the wrong one.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. Tucked nicely away off the pads, they'll push hard between the wickets.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
End of the over, 11 runs coming from it. Gujarat are 34 for none.
It's a strong combination at the top of the order, and they're showing why so far. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
And dropped. That's right out of the meat of the bat. Doesn't beat the infield.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Nicked it! That's the over. Gujarat are 45 for none.
They're setting up the middle order to really attack the later overs.
Great shot. Gets hold of that and places it through square leg.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Timed that absolutely perfectly. Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Right out of the middle of the bat. Couldn't get it through the field. Diving full length, and they've taken a magical catch.
Divine, the new batter in, but she'll start from the non-striker's end.
Nicely played. Collects that one simple as you like inside the ring. Divine, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away. How will the bowler respond?
Big edge, but no one's there to take it as it flies down near the boundary.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Edged! What a ball! Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Beautifully timed shot.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Edged! Amazing delivery.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder. That ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field now.
Outstanding job. They read all the bowlers' variations, combination of precision and power. Tremendous power play.
King has the ball in hand. The captain will be hoping they can tie down one end. Runs have been flowing a little too easily.
A bit of a change-up in the field now.
It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple. is huge.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Another over where runs are easy to find. These batters are seeing the ball really well at the moment, looking to capitalise on some lax bowling.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. That's a solid shot. Brilliant diving stop. No pressure on that run. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but with no reward. Putting plenty of pressure on the batter. Edged! Unplayable! Gone! Fine catch. And out! Superb bowling.
Gardner, the new batter in the middle, has a lovely technique. She'll look to get into her work quickly.
Hit neatly off the pads. Should get 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away. Gardner has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. They'll get at least 1. Shot. Should be runs. At the end of the over, Gujarat are 87 for 2.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Interesting decision to change the bowling. Found the going tough earlier with the ball. A huge challenge with how well these two are scoring. Good shot, a beauty.
The batters might start turning 1s into 2s here with the field back, trying to stop boundaries.
Big edge, but no one's there to take it as it flies down near the boundary.
Good return back from the deep.
Into the gap, and it's an easy single there. There'll be runs here. Can't get that outside the ring field.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
That's going a long way back. Almost effortless batting.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
End of the over. Gujarat are now 102 for 2.
Times that shot to perfection.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Nicely played.
Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s.
A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Nice shot. There'll be runs here. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's right out of the meat of the bat.
That was a good, strong throw back in, right over the stumps. That isn't the best delivery I've seen, but somehow they get away with it.
Power and precision in that shot. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. That's too easy to pick up a single. Great shot. At least one on offer. Shot straight past the bowler. Could well be 4. Strong throw back in from the fielder out there. Misses everything. It mightn't get to the boundary. Should at least get a couple.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Drills that one.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here. How will she reply?
That's a solid shot. The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. There could be a couple if they hustle.
Strange decision not to run. There's probably 2 on offer.
Beautifully timed shot.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Oh, great shot. After being hit for consecutive boundaries, I'm really interested to see how they can bounce back in the next ball. They'll get at least 1. Expensive over that one. There needs to be a serious tactical rethink. The batter's confidence is really growing.
They had a great foundation early on, and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Shot. Should be runs. Timed that absolutely perfectly. On target with the throw despite the distance.
Yes. Yes.
Quick onto that in the infield. That's the over. Gujarat 138 for 2.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Going with pace now. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Too good. That is huge.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. The captain making some adjustments to the field here. How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
Chance to run two.
Got the boundary last ball, punches it into the gap to get a single. Excellent batting.
Times that shot to perfection.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here. There'll be runs here. Finds the fielder with that shot.
End of the over. The batting team are now 153 for 2.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Shot. At least two on offer. Power and precision in that shot. The ball is returned out there from the deep.
End of the 16th over. Gujarat are now 161 for 2.
Money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Good shot. A beauty.
All the way. Got it right out of the middle.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Edged. Straight to the fielder. Time to follow up such a great delivery. Pitching on a length is obviously the way to go. That's a solid shot. Huge! That's flown!
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Changing the bowling. Delhi switching it up with some pace. Henry comes into the attack. They'll get at least one. Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4. Well-directed throwback.
Yes.
Superb fielding. Full stretch to stop the boundary.
Yes.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just need to take a wicket to make it an excellent one.
They attacked all areas of the ground, 4s, 6s, and there was strong running as well.
Too good. That is huge.
Well, the bowler watches that one go straight back over their head for 6. Brilliant shot.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. Edged. Amazing delivery. Time to put the squeeze on now. Found the edge the last ball. Just need to keep hitting that same spot again. Drills that one.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
The crowd are really getting quite raucous. It's going to be difficult to focus down in the middle with all this noise. And taken. Superb bowling.
New batter at the crease. She'll look to settle into her innings quickly and work the ball around.
And again. See you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
Sodhi, the new batter in, but she won't be facing just yet.
Final over in the innings with plenty of wickets in hand. Tough ask for the bowlers. Some accurate deliveries right up in the block hole may be the way to go.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Drilled, but straight to the fielder.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Brilliant shot. That's for the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Clean strike. The fielder can only watch it go over their heads. Huge 6.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Perfection. What a brilliant shot.
I'm really liking this innings. It's been built with solid strokes. That was another one with immense power.
And the innings comes to an end. Delhi will need 230 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over to have any chance.
Thakur coming in.
Eager to get bat on ball to start the innings, but didn't get close to this one.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
Waited to let it come onto the bat. The bat was late coming down on that.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Not the widest delivery I've seen, called nonetheless. Those are the first runs of the innings.
Solid shot, going for 4.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance. How will the bowler respond?
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
That's right out of the meat of the bat. Chance!
Wolfart coming in, but will be starting from the non-strikers end. First ball for the batter, coming in.
No point chasing that one. It's racing to the boundary.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one.
One gone, and an excellent start to this power play.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
The gap was left open for them, and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Shot. At least 2 on offer.
Good throw from the deep, bang on target.
Drills that one.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square, teased the field all the way to the boundary.
Nicely played.
Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
Shot. Should be runs. End of the over, 10 runs coming from it. Delhi are 23 for 1.
2 down, and they're making an early fist of this match. Some massive hitting so far.
Misses everything.
Oh, that's a great take. Needed a big stretch to save any runs.
Well, don't even bother running.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Might look to go big again here.
Rocks onto the back foot. That's just beautiful.
Wow, these are the sorts of shots you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep control and find the boundary. Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder? They'll get at least one.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Verma has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. That's a solid shot.
Bad decision making, thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Waits for it and cracks it away. Could be 4 if it's found the gap.
Wolfart was quick onto that one, cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
That's the over. Delhi are 45 for 1.
At the end of the third, they've had a massive start, ahead of the required run rate now. Need to keep going though. Starting to hit their stride. Fabulous piece of timing, and they're into the 20s. Can she come back with a dot ball?
Can't hit it more sweetly than that.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Power and precision in that shot.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. 4 all the way. Save your legs.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running. How will she reply?
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary. That's the end of the over, just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do, but watch as the ball is hit to all parts of the ground.
4 overs down, and we're seeing a feverish appetite for boundaries from these batters. They're up above the run rate at the moment, looking very good.
On the drive and beats the fielder at point. That'll run away for 4.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Great shot. Just square of backward point. That might just make it.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Solid shot. Going for 4.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
There'll be runs here. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Into the gap, and it's an easy single there. 15 runs added there. Delhi are 84 for 1.
5 gone, and the ball's been disappearing a lot. 2 and over the boundary so far. Going at 12 plus and over. This chase is off to a fantastic start. That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Nice shot. Cut away. Running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Let it come to them. Got enough bat on it to send it down to the deep third boundary.
Nicely played.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. No need for the fielders to chase that one. That's a very wide delivery. Very lucky the umpire decided against calling it.
17 runs added there. Delhi are 101 for 1.
The bowlers copped a bit of stick in that power play. The fielders go out now, and they'll need to mix it up a fair bit with their deliveries and see if they can slow the batters down.
Oh, slower ball.
Took the pace off it and brilliantly done. Mistimes the shot and straight through to the keeper.
Lovely. Looked like a slower ball.
That shot brings up the half-century. Beautiful batting display, very solid. I think this is just the start.
Good shot. A beauty. Good work there on the boundary.
That ball was well clear of the fielders. They could have taken a couple, possibly.
They'll get at least one.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary.
That's a solid shot.
That was a good strong throw back in, right over the stumps.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Good return there, back from the deep.
This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Times that shot to perfection.
Helped on its way, really. Pivoted onto the back foot and lofted it all the way.
Timed through the vacant point position and racing to the boundary.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
Good return back from the deep. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Out! No, somehow it's missed everything. Half a chance missed. That's the over, and a poor one at that. Nothing really can say to soften the blow when you leak runs like that.
It's been non-stop action tonight. Every plan for the batters has been dismantled with almost a level of disdain.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. Didn't get all of it. Couldn't get the timing right on a full delivery. A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Hit that hard and fast.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Huge shot. That is a massive shot. Just incredible.
Just textbook. Sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the six.
11 runs added there. Delhi are 132 for 1.
The batters have left a clutch of 4s and 6s in the scorecard. They're powering this team to victory.
Nicely played, perfect timing.
That was a really well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it early and it was dispatched with ease.
Great shot, just square of backward point. That might just make it.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Gone. Fine catch.
Jemima, the new batter in the middle, has a lovely technique and she'll look to get into her work quickly.
Four all the way, save your legs.
Threaded it through brilliantly, all timing on that shot.
Waits for it and cracks it away. Could be 4 if it's found the gap.
Cut shot, played it so late. Impressive batting. Needs a dot ball.
Nice shot. There'll be runs here.
End of the 10th over. Delhi are now 151 for 2. Change of bowling. The right armour is coming into the attack.
Rocks onto the back foot. That's just beautiful. Always difficult to focus after what happened the last ball, but just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Good shot, a beauty.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there and it got what it deserved. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
Shot, should be runs.
Showed good composure to wait on that slower ball and find room to get the 4 runs. Just a fantastic shot.
Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
Power and precision in that shot.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Timed through the vacant point position and racing to the boundary. Perfect technique and placement.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
They'll get at least 1. Perfection. What a brilliant shot.
A fantastic shot off the back foot. Really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch, and admire.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off. A boundary last delivery. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Couldn't have hit that any better.
That's a brilliantly timed shot off the back foot. It just flew to the boundary for 6.
Great shot, but not going to beat the fielder. Beautiful catch.
New batter out in the middle, but starting from the non-striker's end. She'll need to wait a bit.
Devine coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Finds the middle, won't find the boundary.
That was a beautiful shot. Rocks onto the back foot and stabs the ball away. Fielders had no chance.
Great shot, at least one on offer.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Oh, great shot.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. How will the bowler respond?
Shot! Punched into the gap, and that's racing away.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Lovely shot. Rocks back and puts it away.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary.
There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield. That's too easy to pick up a single. End of the over. 23 off it. Delhi are 221 for 3.
Well, these middle overs have just been a constant bombardment of boundaries. The fielding captains tried everything, but nothing has worked.
There could be a couple if they hustle.
Good throw from the deep. Bang on target. Strange decision not to run. There was probably 2 on offer.
Precision. Great shot that.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Pure class. Right out of the meat of the bat.
Well, it's 99 not out now. Always a nervous time for a batter. Just 1 away from that magical mark.
Misses everything.
Just 2 to win.
Getting right in and behind it. Nice solid defence. Right out of the middle. That was just a pour over. Gave away far too many runs. If this continues, there's only one way this is going.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
That's right out of the meat of the bat.
That has been a wonderful innings. Shots all around the ground. The bowlers have struggled to contain them as they bring up the 100. They need 1 to win.
That's a solid shot. And the keeper takes it. Great bowling.
The new batter in the middle, right-hander, will want a solid start to their innings. She's got her tail up.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Good shot. A beauty.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you've enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.